Yeah, good evening once more, and welcome to tonight's session. Tonight we are going to talk about business case in business analysis and how you as a business analyst can develop a business case. Shall we start?
Yes, sir.
No.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
All right. Yeah, I hope everyone can see my screen now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good,
Yes, sir.
good. Okay. What is business case? Business case is very, very important in project management and in business analysis. And this is one of the core functionalities or core duty responsibility of a business analyst. Every business analyst must know how to develop a business case. So it is when you can develop a business case as a business analyst, that is when you have the right to attach business analyst to your resume. Or if you cannot do that, or you've not done that before, you don't have business calling yourself a business analyst. What is this business case? It is a documented justification for a project. So this document justify why the project should go on or not. It's a justification outlining the benefits, cost, risk, and alignment with strategic goals. As a business analyst, you must justify that the project is viable. Viability means that the benefit is bigger than the cost. That's where the cost-benefit analysis comes in. So that's why you must know how to do a good cost-benefit analysis, because one of the key factors you are going to use to convince the stakeholders about the viability of the project. It serves as the decision-making tool for stakeholders to assess whether the project should proceed. So if a project should proceed, is the business analyst that should convince the stakeholders that it should proceed or not. And here we are going to use near as. We'll be using near as to, create a case study or a sample of how business case should look like. But before we look at the sample we have here, we need to understand what are the building blocks of a business case. What are the components? You can't just start writing business case. As a business analyst, it's very difficult for you to just start a project and jump in and start writing. It's not possible. So for you to write a business case, let's say the summary, you must have a summary, executive summary that summarizes the whole business case. But you must have understood the problem by writing a problem statement. You must have done requirement gathering and requirement analysis to understand the current state and the future state. You must understand the business objective or the project objective and the expected benefit. You must understand options and alternatives, and that's where solution evaluation comes in. You must understand the scope so that you don't go beyond their scope. You must define a scope that needs to be captured. And we'll have cost-benefit analysis. And we do risk and risk mitigation. You must address expected risk and mitigation. In some cases, you must state the timeline and milestone, but it's not compulsory. Number 9 is not compulsory, but if you want to have a comprehensive business case, you can add it. And finally, number 10 is a compulsory. After everything, you make recommendation. And that's why if you look at what we'll be doing, we've talked about like building blocks. Every item we've captured already, every techniques we've captured already, documentation, we are documenting it, capturing how you are going to arrive at a business case. So if I'm asking you to do your requirement gathering and you didn't do requirement gathering and you didn't do any requirement analysis, I wonder how you are going to come to understand even the solution evaluation or options or alternatives, or even how you can come to create cost-benefit analysis and even understand the risk. So it's a building block. You must capture everything in sequence before you can arrive at a business case. And that's why most of the cases during the initiate stage, business case becomes a milestone. So that once you capture business case, you can say you've come to the end of initiate stage, looking at the project life cycle. So it's after then, at this point, in some cases, you might have business, you might have project manager, but in so many cases, project managers are not involved at this time. It's only the business analysts working with the stakeholders, because we are trying to initiate a project. And after this, that's when the stakeholders say, okay, after looking at this business case, we're happy with your recommendation. Actually, you have convinced us that this project is worth taking. We can see that this project is viable. We can see that the benefit outweighs the cost. and we approve. We approve option A, option B, alternative A, alternative B. And once that is done, then we'll start looking for a project manager for execution. Then we have to start. That's when so many cases at times we start hiring project managers. If we have a project manager already, it's time to commit to the work and start from there. But in some cases, a project manager will be part of the whole process, working with a business analyst. So it happened like in my organization. At conception of every project, we start by assigning it a project manager. Even all these business skills, the project manager will look at it, making sure if at the end and the project is not continuing, good and fine. The project manager can switch to other things, other projects. But if the project moves on, the project manager will officially be appointed with a project charter. And that's where the whole business of the projects or executing or implementing whatever solution, that's where it starts in most cases. So business case is very, very important. So let's look at, we've seen the components here. We are going to use NERAS as a scenario base to understand this. The scenario here where we want to develop a business case for NERAS is neras.com, a growing social media and marketplace platform to streamline its internal operation, manage finances effectively, and improve resource planning. It aims to implement an ERP system. The ERP system would centralize processes across neras.com, across neras.com departments, from finance to human resources to inventory management. So, what are we talking here in this our long grammar is that we want to implement an ERP for neras.com to streamline operation within different departments. So, and you've been appointed as a business analyst to work on this implementation. First, this is just an idea. It's a conception. We conceive this idea that is going to be good, or we want a business analyst to look into this. So it's now the duty of the business analyst to carry out analysis, looking at all these building blocks, all these components, put them together. This is what we need to do in order to come up with a strong business case for NERAS to implement this ERP solution. Okay, the first thing here is the executive summary. We have done everything, we've done all the analysis. As a matter of fact, we have been undergoing this training in business analysis. We have been doing everything here. We've captured both analysis, everything we have in this building block, we've captured all of them. So let's put everything together as an executive summary, a very brief executive summary. The title is neras.com ERP implementation. I use bullet points here. At times you might use just write a standard executive summary. There is no, as a matter of, there is no standard. Executive summary is to capture everything in a very summarized way that the stakeholders will have all the information in the executive summary in a snapshot. So the purpose is to improve operational efficiency and resource management by centralizing and automating processes. The primary stakeholders will have Nearas.com management, operations, finance, IT, HR. Funding requirement is X Naira, and the expected benefit is to enhance data accuracy, reduce manual work, improve decision making, and greater efficiency across the organization. Very clear executive summary. Then what is the problem statement? Currently, Nearas.com uses multiple software solutions that do not integrate well, leading to the following: operational silos. Disconnected system create information silo, affecting productivity. Silo is when information is isolated. Information are within different applications and it cannot be shared. They are just disconnected. And in today's business, data sharing is number one. So that is number one problem: disconnected data, or every data in silo. Number two problem is manual process. Heavily reliance on manual data entry leads to error and inefficiency. Data inaccuracy. Lack of real-time data synchronization affect decision making. Scaling issues. As Nearas.com grows, managing operation with disparate or disconnected system becomes increasingly challenging. So you can see that Nearas is really facing a very big challenge within their operations department, both operations, finance, everything. So they need a synchronized system where they can share their data seamlessly. That is problem statement. You don't need to write 3 pages for you to capture your problem statement. It's very simple. Here we have analysis of current and future state. Within the analysis of current and future state, let's look at the current state. After analysis, this is what will come up with the current state: disconnected system. Nearas.com relies on various unintegrated software tools for finance, HR, inventory, causing redundancies and operational bottlenecks. Limited data visibility. With data spread across systems, generating comprehensive report is time-consuming and often inaccurate. It means if you want to generate a comprehensive report, you have to pick information from different data. And by the time you are doing this manually, it's prone to error and inaccuracies. Number 3 is labor-intensive process. Many manual processes such as data entries and both reconciliation, like bank reconciliation, result in inefficiency and increased error rate. A lot of manual entry, and is no longer good in today's business. Limited scalability. The current setup is not suitable for Nearas.com's anticipated growth. With what we are trying to achieve, challenging the big names in the industries, we cannot do that with what we have at the moment. So as it is lack the necessary infrastructure to handle a large user and transaction volume. So that is where we are at the moment. Okay, where do we want to be? And that is why we are looking for ARP. Where do we want to be after analysis? Or where do you, business analyst, where do you want to take us to with this vision? Integrated system. With implementation of ERP system, we are going to have integrated system. A single ERP platform that connects all business functions. Connect both HR, finance, inventory, connect everything together, and we can share information seamlessly. So this ERP is going to connect all business functions, creating seamless information flow across departments. Then real-time data access. Nearas.com will benefit from real-time data for reporting and analytics, enabling faster and more accurate decision-making. Process automation. Routine tasks will be automated. Most of the things we do routinely, manually, need to be automated, reducing the risk of error and freeing up staff to do other strategic work. All the manual entries, small manual entry job we are doing need to be automated, and want our staff to focus in strategic issues. Then scalability infrastructure. So we need scalable infrastructure. The ERP system will provide the scalability needed for Nearas.com's growth, supporting higher transaction volume and expanded operation. So that is our analysis. In this case, some of the process flow we've captured, both gap analysis, you can capture them, you can bring them within this analysis is allowed. You know, we've done process map where we do the current process, gap analysis, and the future process. All these processes, you've done the modeling of this process, you can bring them within this environment. It can be part of the analysis. Then look at the objectives and benefits. Project objective, number one, to centralize data across departments for seamless information flow, to reduce manual workload by automating routine tasks, to enhance decision-making with accurate real-time data, to support Nearas.com's growth with scalable system. That is the key project objective. And benefit, operational efficiency, cost savings. Under operational, streamline workflow and reduce redundancy. Cost saving, reduce administrative overhead and rework due to error. Enhance reporting, real-time data available for strategic decision-making, and scalability ability to handle increased business volume as Nearas expand. And then options and alternatives. We have so many options here. Like I told you, when you are doing solution evaluation, you can capture so many options for them to choose from the various options you've captured. Here we have implement a comprehensive ERP solution that integrates all necessary functions. The pro is centralized system, centralized management, high scalability and robust reporting features. And then cons is high initial cost and significant time for implementing and training. Another option can be enhance the existing system with additional integration. We can say some of the systems we're working already, let's get them integrated. It's going to not going to be easy. Lower cost and quicker deployment, but limited scalability and may require customization and might not fully eliminate silo. It might not really take care of our problem. And then maintain current system, but optimize workflow to reduce redundancy, minimize the investment required, that is pro, but limited impact on overall efficiency. So this is not going to support the long-term objectives. So these are various options. And in option 1, you can break them down again by trying to create different ERP systems if they choose option 1. Like you can see, select from Dynamics 365, select from different ERP systems, Sage, SAP ERP systems. So this one can be broken down further, option 1. We've done that as well during the solution evaluation. That's what we captured during using Gartner. So that is how solution options can come in. And then we have scope. We must identify the scope where sorry, I didn't talk about the recommendation. Based on this, you will, as a business analyst, you must, out of the solutions you put out for recommend, you must pick one as their first choice. As a business, and you must pick one solution. But if they don't want your solution or the recommended solution, then they can choose from other options you provided. And based on the cost-benefit analysis, option 1 is the preferred choice as it aligns with NIARA's long-term growth and strategy and operational need. Then here, as we have chosen number 1, we must identify the key scope we are really talking about. ERP implementation will cover the following modules. If you know ERP system very well, is one application that covers a lot. They can have finance module, they can have human resources module, they can have inventory, they can have customer CRM, they can have, so it's like you getting everything in one platform. So, but in so many cases, you can choose to, because the more modules you choose, the more money you pay. So you can choose to have only finance, or only have finance and human resources. So it's very, very necessary that you specify the modules here so that when they are releasing the funding or making budgets, they will know what to be capturing. So budgeting, under this will have finance and accounting as a module. This will help in budgeting, financial reporting, and payroll management. we have human resources, employment, data management, payroll and recruitment, inventory management, track stock for nearest marketplace, streamline order process, customer relationship management, improve user acquisition and support, and reporting and analytics, real-time reports, and dashboard for leadership insight. So this is the scope we've captured here. And under cost-benefit analysis, we capture the cost here. The licensing cost is X Naira, implementation service Y Naira, and training service is Z Naira. And then the maintenance and support costs, annual cost, to capture the annual cost for maintenance, and the total cost is XYZ Naira. That is the total cost. And then benefits we capture here is improved access to centralized data, reduce manual labor, higher staff efficiency, real-time system availability, and the total benefit is cumulative operational savings plus efficiency over 5 years. So the return on investment calculated based on project annual savings for efficiency gain, reduction in data error, and other factors. So that's where the return on investment is going to be coming in from the projected annual savings on all these factors. Then we'll capture risk and mitigation. The anticipated risk we captured here is number 1, cost overrun, description, projects exceeding budget. Mitigation is strict budget tracking and contingency. Then we have employee resistance, staff reluctant to adopt the new system. The mitigation is comprehensive training and phased rollouts. Then we'll have data migration challenges, issues with transferring existing data to the new system. The mitigation is to plan a thorough data migration process. Another risk is technical downtime. The description is system downtime affecting operation. Mitigation is regular backup and redundancy setup. And scope creep. Additional requirements increase costs. The mitigation is to have a clear scope definition and change control. Then we have timeline and milestones. Under timeline and milestone, you have phases. Phase 1 is planning, and we have define scope and select ERP vendor within 1 month. 2, design, system design. Customize ERP to fit nearest requirements, 2 months. Phase 3, development. Configure modules. Develop integration, 3 months. Phase 4, testing. Test ERP with selected department and address the issues, 1 month. Phase 5, deployment. Roll out ERP across departments in a phased approach, 1 month. Phase 6, training. Conduct training session for the staff, 2 weeks. And phase 7, monitor ERP, and gather feedback for ongoing post-launch. And is a continuous process. And then recommendation, which is the last component. After everything, you must capture this last component, which is recommendation. So, based on the analysis, Nearas.com should proceed with implementation of full ERP system to streamline operation, ensure scalability, and provide centralized data asset. The estimated cost and projected benefit indicates a favorable return on investment over time, supporting the organizational growth objective. So this is how a business case is simple. This is a very comprehensive business case. It's very simple, but it's very straight to the point without using big grammar or capture. Everything is on point. So that is how we can develop a good business case. An effective business case is essential for justifying strategic projects. It ensures that decision makers understand the potential benefits, cost, risk, and alignment with organizational goal. For Nearas.com implementation, an ERP solution aligned with its goal of becoming a well-integrated digital platform that can efficiently manage its resources and scale across Nigeria and Africa markets. So that is a business case. So in this session, we've seen the definition of business case, what business case is all about. We've seen key building blocks of a business case, and we've seen an example of a business case. So if you are asked to develop a business case, you are not going to start scratching your head. With this, you are good to go. And this is where we're ending it for tonight. So if you have any question, we can actually respond to your questions. Let's hear from Shell Femi. Okay, it seems Shell Femi is not available. Florence Omere, can you come up with your question? Okay.
Sorry, sir, there was a mistake. Question, sir.
Okay, Joy Ndukwe, got a question?
Yes, good evening, Mr. Charles. Thank you so much. I appreciate the training. So I just have something on my mind. Now, first, in some cases, when you see people do justifications, you see that they start from the end in mind before they now walk down to the beginning.
They start from where?
They start from the end, what they have in mind, like what they want the end result. Okay, and then they walk down to the beginning. So the problem statements will now be based on how they want the case to end. So I don't know if that plays out here, or if it has to be stated just the way the whole thing is from the very beginning.
Of course, you can't start from what you have in mind. You have to start
Okay.
from the problem. People need to understand. That's why problem statement. How can you start telling people what you want without understanding? You have to tell people, even if you go to the hospital, what is the first thing the doctor will ask you?
Okay.
I'm
The
asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. I'm not telling you to tell me, okay.
Yes,
I say, if
ask
you
what the
go to
problem.
the hospital, what is the first thing the doctor will want to understand from you?
We want to understand the problem.
Thank you. So why should I've told you that business analyst is business doctor, just like a medical doctor is medical doctor. So you are a doctor. At times you have to apply some, not every, like I keep warning you people, if you want to follow a mentor, try to follow a mentor. If you want to be reading every article, a lot of things are being injected into the internet. If you don't have someone leading you, you'll be confused and you'll be stuck. So it's a simple process. If you have a problem, the first thing is to understand the problem. And that's where we see, you look at here, executive summary, just to summarize everything. But the first thing here is to understand it. You have to show that you understand the problem before you start talking about solution. I don't see how people will start talking about solution. You start talking about solution and you don't talk about the problem. Solution for what? So
Okay, sir. Can I explain better? So take for instance, maybe as a business analyst, from experience or from inference or from somewhere, you feel that this project is not going to go right. And then you want to let the stakeholders know that this project is not going to go right. Now, are you going to, let's say what you really want to sell is that the project will not go right. Will you make your problem statement to suit that?
So how are you going to say that the project is not going to go right?
It could be insider information you've gotten from someone in that area.
Okay, give us a scenario here. Give us, because you seem to are talking from experience. Give us a scenario base, because you see my own here. I give a scenario base. Everything I do, I give scenario base. I don't just teach, like I use Nearas.com here. All of you have been working in Nearas, so you are visualizing what I'm saying. So give us a visualization for us to understand what you are talking about.
Okay, sir. So there's this company that's pitching to my company and they want to sell a fintech application. Now, from experience and from certain things I have heard from other companies that have used it, at first, when they start up, it works well. But after a while, like after 3 months or 4 months, then you start seeing hitches and their support is not so strong. However, the way they are presenting it to management is, also good. Now, as a member of the company, I can see very well that I do not want my company to take this application.
So let me answer it. Let me ask you a question.
Yes,
These are marketers trying to sell product to your company. What problem does your company have while they are even looking at this? What is their problem?
Yes, all our data entry and accounting processes are manually done. So we are trying to move.
Okay, good. So
yes,
they are manually done, and your company is looking at getting a good ERP.
Exactly.
Okay. And there is one vendor that is trying to sell to your company.
Yes.
And okay, say you are now the business analyst.
Yes.
Okay. Now you are the business analyst. Did you watch our video on solution evaluation?
No, sir. I haven't. I was not in that class.
Okay. Matter close. Any other question?
No, sir. There's no other question.
No, I'm not asking you. I'm done with you because you are not even supposed to be asking question at this point because we do not even know what we are doing. You are in silo. I can say you are in a silo. You are not connected with this course. It's when you follow the process sequentially, that is when you qualify to be asking question at this point because you don't even know what you are doing. All these things you are saying, we've treated all of them, but because you are not watching, you are not following up, you are disconnected. Because other people who are here, am I communicating or not?
Yes, you are, sir.
Communicating, sir.
Good. In solution evaluation, we treated that in a situation where Joy is facing at this point, we've treated it. These particular people, they are trying to sell you their own solution. But you as a business analyst, seen that this solution does not align with the need of your organization. But is that the only solution in the market? We have other solutions. So you go and recommend other solutions for your company. You have so many other ERP solutions in the company, in the market. Look at the one that align with the organizational goals and align. So you must not be. These are people that are trying to sell their market, and so many of them will continue to come. And because you are going to be confused, just like you are confused now, that's why I took you people to Gartner to streamline what the market is talking about every solution, so that you make informed decision based on consultancy experience. You don't need to crack your brain. When you are in Gartner, you see the Gartner will tell you what the best solution, what the people are saying. But this one, everybody will be trying to tell you this and that, and they are not, you say, based on what you are hearing. What are as a business analyst, you don't talk based on or what you feel. You don't talk based on what you feel, or you don't talk based on what you are hearing. You talk based on authoritative information. Reference. If you are making reference, you make reference to Gartner. According to Gartner, this. According to this, not based on what you are hearing. What are you hearing? Companies do not want to believe in what you are hearing. That is not why that is not how a consultant should work. As a consultant, everything you'll be saying should be based on facts and figures, not based on gossip, not based on assumption or presumption. So I advise you, if you miss a class, because all the classes we're having is connected. If you miss a class, try to catch up before you come to a class and start asking a question. So that is it. The videos have been uploaded long ago, and you should have watched it. So, Karen Watts.
Okay. Actually, I just wanted to make a contribution to the question she asked, but you've said majorly everything I wanted to say. I just want to chip in that the situation the company is currently facing now does actually not solve the problem. The company, you still have the problem of the manual entry and everything, not being able to decide on the ERP to choose is not still solving the problem. So the problem is still there. You still need to do the business case development. So like you rightly said, where they're having issues is along the timeline and milestones where they have to do the solution evaluation to determine which to choose. So you've actually said it. So that was why I was raising up my hand, just to add some contribution.
Okay. Do we have any other contributor? Okay. So Joy, if I'm you, you should be buying me a drink, because we've just given you answer to your solution in the office, which can help you even get a promotion. If you do what we do here, of course, we are going to be amazed with kind of contribution, which can even give you a rise. So you should be buying us a drink.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay. Based on what we've done, tomorrow we are starting a new project. We are starting are we starting, is it ERP or CRM? Which one are we starting? ERP or CRM?
ERP.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Mr. Charles should make a vote, so the highest vote will just do.
No,
I
was going to say that. Just let's make it.
What I'm going to do is that we still have some time for those that want ERP. They should raise their hands, and I will choose someone to make it's going to be a short debate why we should go for ERP, and the other people from CRM should then come support. So all of us will listen, and those who have stronger points will follow them. So ERP, raise your hand. Okay. Okay. Who am I going to choose for you people to make this presentation? Who want to present for the ERP?
I can, sir.
Okay.
Actually, the reason why I'm saying
okay,
ERP,
good. Okay,
I feel ERP is more encompassing.
wait.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Okay. I can see your blood is hot. Okay. Okay, give us just 5 minutes. Tell us why we have to go for ERP. Why are we implementing ERP for NIARAS at this point? All of us have been working on NIARAS. So we were not, why are we implementing ERP for NIARAS at this point instead of CRM?
Okay, if it is regarding NIARAS currently, I think we'll go for CRM. I didn't know it has to do with NIARAS. I just thought you wanted us to have an high
You
get. So
see
I
how
don't
you see how you just come here and
yeah, but I know for NIARAS, CRM is the next thing we need. For NIARAS, for knowledge, ERP is more encompassing, and CRM is still under ERP.
Let me tell you, if you are out for a debate, even if your team do not have points, you don't abandon your team. What you just done is a disaster. You don't do that. You know? No, it's never done. You have to fight. As a leader, when you take decision, it's you have to be careful when you take decision. When you take decision, at times you have to defend your decision. Okay, I'll call, for those who believe that they still have strong points who are still raising their hand, Karimot, you can bring your hand down now because you are no longer, you are not a contender here again. Okay, I will choose for Alex.
All right. Good evening, everyone.
Mm.
We have seen the Naira.com platform. It's a social media platform that want to streamline its internal operation, manage finances, and effective and improve planning, and also its operations. So with this, the platform or the software that can work at this time is the ERP, because it will help in improving process from finance to human resources and also inventory management. So the appropriate software that can work is the ERP, because it's robust and it will help in solving the problem statement of Naira.com.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. We are taking, you made a presentation. Let's hear from, please reduce, bring down your hand. Let's talk about CRM, those who are on CRM. CRM. Okay, one person should speak for them. 5 minutes. Okute Blessing.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Charles. I think the reason why we should make use of CRM at this point is because, first of all, we need to build a strong customer relationship. And then secondly, we need to build scalability, because it will be easier to implement using CRM right now. Then the last one is that since it's a startup, we need to have strong customer relationship. That is where I end my point. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Well, I will visit our business case again, and then we see. The business case will determine what we are going to do. So I don't want to, based on you present well or you didn't present well. Okay. If we paid very good attention to this business case, okay, it's showing. Okay, let's look at what we can get from ERP. Okay. Benefits. Let's look at benefits first. Problem statement. Let's go to the benefits. Objectives and benefits. Okay. This is a benefit of ERP, and equally something I want to show us, scope. Yeah, this is where the we can see. Can you see what ERP can cover?
Yes, sir.
So which people is now winning?
ERP.
ERP.
You see that?
But you said it's based on presentation now.
Huh?
You said it's based on presentation. The person that spoke very
Yeah,
well.
you did your presentation, and after presentation, I want to show you what you can get from ERP and what you can get from. I don't want to say this guy presented well or this guy did not present well. Based on your presentation, okay, look at it here. So what are you saying? Look at ERP. Even if you want to implement CRM, should be easier for me. CRM is one module here. You see, if I'm a business analyst and I want an easy job. But if you implement ERP, you see that ERP covers CRM is nested in ERP. So if you have implemented an ERP system, it has covered. So it's more cost effective to implement an ERP because when you implemented a very good ERP, it covers finance and accounting. You can manage your finance and accounting very well. You can manage your human resources very well. Inventory management, customer relationship management as well. But if you just implement only ERP as only CRM, over time, you will come back again and start implementing ERP in order to manage your finance and accounting. Or you can equally go again and start implementing. We have a single CRM system, only CRM. So we are talking about disjointed operation. So when you implement all these things differently, then you have to come back again and try to integrate them. And that is the problem. Like looking at this, you say that we have a disconnected system. But this one is a single system that can give you everything that is disconnected. So if we start implementing it one by one, we are creating this problem. We say that it's already existing. Because after creating them, CRM need to work with finance and account model. And they need to work with human resources and inventory model. They need to be disconnected because Miaras have a marketplace, and that's where this inventory management comes in. We have staff, that's where HR comes in, and we have money coming in every day. How do we manage our finances? We have customers, all these vendors and customers. How do we manage them? Through CRM. So if we should implement based on the need, this should be the best solution for us. Whichever one you guys want is good, but based on facts and figures, for me, I think ERP should be the best bet for us at this point. So that's how when you want to convince stakeholders, look for a document to convince them. You know, I was hoping, or maybe because we are just sharing, but if maybe tomorrow, when I've shared the lecture notes and you have gone through the lecture notes, and I'm asking you to make a presentation, what I'm looking at seeing is somebody who is going to draw my attention to this scope captured, where ERP equally captures CRM, but CRM cannot capture ERP. So it means that ERP is a spurious application to CRM. Okay. thank you guys for this show. Femi is still raising about. We've called him long ago, so I don't think he's in this meeting. So I think at this point we've captured everything we want to capture in this business case, and we call it a night.
Thank you, Mr. Charles. Have a good night rest.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
night, Mr. Charles.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, very much for this lecture.
Which one is the link that we are supposed to submit?
Thank you, Mr. Charles, and have a good night rest.